Hello, good evening, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Wahyu. I'm Putu Beni Dimas Kirana. I'm from 7 group, and my NPM is 2191. Now I will explain about some further example of the phoneme. The notion of the phoneme is a notoriously difficult one to come to first with at first. This is not altogether surprising. It is not every day that you are told you know a whole range of things you knew, and moreover, that is the knowledge seems likely to be structured in terms of the setup of mental units you had. However, the fact that the phoneme are so central to phonology means it is well worth to giving a few extra examples to make a concept little more familiar. As for number one, aspiration H. Let us return to modern English. T and key, which we have already met in the tall versus call. In fact, we can add Paul to make a minimal triplet, adding P in our phoneme system. As the example, when we pronounce pan, pill, and kill or king, and tall or top, we will find the sound H in the end. It called aspiration and signal in IPA transcription by adding superscript H after the symbol in question. This means that P, key, and T have the allophones. For number two, unaspirated allophones. After the S, we find plain unaspirated allophones P, T, and T in spill, still, and skill, and unaspirated K in cold as the opposed to K in cold, where K is followed by a back vowel. For number three, glottal stop key and T. This is known as a glottal reinforcement and final sound in back in signal in IPA terms. Glottal stop key. When a following word to begin with G, for instance, this is sometimes replaced by glottal stop. For example, as in back garden, where you might perceive the glottal stop allophones of the key are almost a pause before the G. For glottal stop T, glottal stop are increasingly found in no standard accent in forms like statement, seatbelt, and butter, meaning that the glottal stop in English can be an allophones of both key and T. For the last one, phoneme L. For the last example, let us turn to phoneme we have not considered before, namely L. L has only two main allophones in English, depending on its position in the word. If L comes first, it is pronounced as a clear frontal L, as also in clear, and if the vowel comes first, L is released as a dark, more back L, as in dull. The two are obviously in complementary distribution, and hence can both straightforwardly be assigned the same phoneme. L in modern English. I think that's my presentation. For the next material will explained by Cynthia. Thank you and have a nice day.